What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Failed a mission last time around, and yeah, it's been pretty tough. I am pretty close to only having opening gear on all my characters, stuff you can get from pretty much the start of the game. And of course, we're at max power level enemies, so hopefully I can find some new gear to upgrade. I do have a better assault rifle, I guess, but that's kind of been the only piece. Before we go, I realized that I have a decent railgun slash e-rifle ion battery I can build up here, so I'm going to craft this thing. Only takes a day, which is great. Expensive, sure, but actually pretty useful, so that'll be nice after Retrograde reset is done. As far as pending tasks, I think we're just really trying to get some money, to be honest. I would like to get most of these buildings up to level 4, and I'm going to keep trying to build space into my barracks. Either way, we have Retrograde reset ready to go. Payday of a cool 1,000,000 is nice. This will give him, I believe when this is done, he'll actually complete the power play and have a new service available, so he can start selling me even better combat and hacking drugs. I suppose we'll buy the camera's leverage just for a bit of safety. That seems reasonable enough to me. Here is the team. As the Cyber Knight is out sick, we're not going to go for any optional hacking because our Wire Ghost is out as well. But we've got a fairly combat-heavy group here. Our next mission on the docket afterwards is going to be kill 3 captains, and so I put our Vanguard in this Infantry Trainer. Everyone else is recovering from injuries, and otherwise we've got a decent amount of combat here. Moving my Agent EX into having the Assault Rifle because my Scourge has a little bit of bonus close quarters accuracy. He's got long range accuracy, and of course my Cyber Sword is here with the melee damage. Hopefully this all goes reasonably well. Let's rock. This will be our last ride together. Appreciate what you and your team have done. We got to get you all the way over there. Give me the extraction point, and I know my Coyote will be waiting in the shadows. Come a long way since the first night at the river. Glad to see we've earned your trust. Well, here we are. Under security level 7 is reasonably doable. Also, interestingly, very few guards in the opening area here. Would like to greet loot boxes whenever I can. There's pretty strong upside in it. I also know, well actually it tells me that my escape is here, and so we can probably skip some of the stuff on the left hand side to be efficient. This box is relatively easy. These boxes, you know, these 4 on the way, and then on the way back we can make that, you know, quick detour and it should be fine. So not going to be too worried about all this, but yeah, I'm probably going to play a little bit safe here until I can get my team kind of back from as wounded as they currently are. I'm going to have Accountant go somewhat late. I'm going to have Roots do most of the early leading. I don't expect you to turn too far away. As long as I'm not like directly here in line of sight, I'm not really worried about what you're going to do on your own turn. I do have to be cautious around initiative overall. I don't have almost any initiative tools. I have Tox Cloud, that's about it. So there's the first group of enemies. I'm thinking Tox Clouding this group might be pretty reasonable. Also noting that they're just kind of close by, and that could be a little bit scary. Now, I can get to around here, and then I can Lightfoot around the corner. Let's see, I'm going to go spend just a little bit more, just get a little bit more info about where the guards are. Okay, yeah, so lots more all around here. This far right-hand side and far left-hand side are pretty meaningful. As these guys are pretty armored, well, okay, you're pretty armored. Toxcloud is feeling pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'm going to use Lightfoot to get around this corner. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to snap in or not, but I will get to some level of safety, reveal one more guard somewhere else, get some loot. Hey, we got another assault rifle. It's a bit low level for me, but nice to have something. I think ideally we get some real value out of Toxcloud here. I shouldn't be hitting Roots, but I do want to catch these guys, and I'm also a little bit worried about his initiative not being good enough. Because if you're here and this person turns that way, it's bad. Now what I could do is yield, and to make sure that Shadow brings you guys to like this location. I'm probably going to do that just to make sure I have that little bit of extra safety. So if I run all the way to here, I turn on vision cones, and I put Shadow somewhere like this, I will make sure you don't turn back and see my team. I could be even more risky. This might be incorrect. I could try to Shadow to catch you, but almost certainly I will not catch your vision cone. So I'm gonna stand on the edge just so I have like a better sort of angle on this shot. And by shot I mean shadow cast. I'm just gonna go make sure that you guys... Yeah, I can't get it through this wall. Ooh, you know what? Your vision cone sees there, yours sees there. I could drag all of you to this location, which is probably completely fine and gives me a lot of space. Yeah, you see plenty far, you see plenty far, and this for sure crosses your path. So if I send all three of you there, this seems like a very good use of shadow and buys me a lot of space. Yep, it catches all three of you. That's what I wanted to see. I could try to yank these two. It'd be much tougher, though, so I'm probably not going to. But now I know that you guys can't do anything to me. I'm gonna delay here. I'm gonna give Vidon the chance to run pretty far forward. Ooh, you know what? I need to make sure Panzer's not in the Tox Cloud, so I will have to stand here and then wait, and then let Panzer move, just to make sure I don't catch anybody, and then I'll throw a Tox Cloud. Hopefully not to catch on this wall, that would be ideal, to not catch that, so I might have to throw it a little bit straight forward. I could also wait and do a Venom Trap instead, but the one I need to kill is you, and I can't get Venom Trap line of sight on you. Yeah, going here isn't any better. Alright, I'm just going to stand there and then just do a delay, and we'll see what I have available. You can wait. Dakota is not a fast runner. I'm thinking, well, she's currently buffed with Coordinated Charge, so I have some move speed. Oh yeah, I have plus 20 on that, so... devs have said on Discord that I don't think they... Well, they were getting a lot of reports of players being like, hey, I'm finishing Bodyguard missions on literally the first turn. This is, you know, not matching my expectations, which, valid. But I think at this point they said they slightly over-nerfed a VIP move speed. They're at minus 40% total, which feels a little bit punishing for my taste. Oh, also, you're gonna... No, you're gonna move this turn, sorry. But I think they said they're gonna make it minus 25% total. But yeah, they did give VIPs a passive debuff that's minus 25%. Let's see. Okay, no matter what, it's going to cost me 5 points to get here. I mean, I can hope that this would snap. This might just barely snap. We'll see. It's close. Probably not, though. I'm betting not. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, nice. We got our first good E-rifle. Or sorry, Urban Assault Rifle. You're too far away to see me. I'm just going to go ahead and walk forward in a straight line. Got to get Panzer somewhere moderately safe. I'll just kind of hide you behind this box. I think it's okay. Just really want to make sure you don't get hit by Tox Cloud. You should not at this point. And then for you, Tox Cloud is definitely not hitting my team. And if I aim it a little bit to the right, where the center point is somewhere like this, it won't get caught. Like if I put it here, it gets caught in the wall and it won't go any farther. If I aim it like this, I'm going to have a bad time moving forward more on this turn. See, what's your initiative roll going to be? Yeah, so between 11 and 22. I mean, I could just be like, they're dragged away, it'll be fine. And the more I think about it, the more I don't really want to put Tox Cloud here and block my team. I think I will simply Venom Trap. And though you're not the most important enemy, I mean, I can't get a sick bounce that catches this guy, right? There's almost no way. I think we just hit this Gray Blur. It's fine. It's an okay use of 1 AP. And I will maybe find a way to Tox Cloud later on. They're all going to be facing into that corner anyway, so I can probably find something. But for now, I'm just going to Venom Trap. You're actually going to move slowly because you're -1 move point here, but that's fine. So good enough for a start here. -75 to you for Tally, as it is a bodyguard job, and +1 from Functionally Chrome. I have managed to so far not betray the spirit of Iron Man, though I have been making saves. Largely to get around... Sorry, wow, geez. I wish this cough would go away. I have no other symptoms, really, but... yeah, I still have that going on. Anyway. Marker sites does not seem needed. We can wait to see what these guys do. You appear to be standing still. So let's go ahead and let these guys have their turn. You're not going very far. Nice thing about having not a lot of move points is I think they go all the way to the location, but until they can actually reach it, they keep using their turn. You simply turn around. Okay, fine. You're going where I expect you to go. You're going to turn back next turn. You're walking over, which is a little bit not ideal for me. Not terrible, but I need to wait till this guy has his turn so that your turn is over and the debuff lasts +1. I'd also like to Venom Trap you, but that'll be tough. You're standing around. You're in the way. Do I have a good shadow angle? I can move you both. If I'm here and I put shadow somewhere like that, it doesn't go very far. So I have a couple thoughts here. Since my exit's right here, this guy and likely these two are very much in the way. Like, you can be bypassed maybe. You can be bypassed for sure. I can maybe get around you two, but probably not. And then you're like, I can maybe shadow you out, but you're kind of in the way of my exit as well. So while these guys are dragged around, and then they're going to come back this way, on if like you're going to turn around next turn. Like, I either got to slow you down, or I've got to get out of the way, because you're going to come back right to here, and you will see my team. So, like, people have to actually get pretty far out of the way. Or I've got to re-debuff. Accountant's not going to make it, is the thing. So he might have to, like, wait in the wings here, or I've got to fully ambush this crew. Now, I would like to get out under sec level 7. Also, the fact that the first mission in this mission chain had a Brave Star ambush makes me really want to make sure I never end a turn anything but hidden. That any fight I go for is clean. I think for now we're okay, but I'm trying to plan out how to heist this appropriately. Also acknowledging that I'm running out of initiative space. So you're stuck. I am really tempted to marker sites this and look for kills. But if I can bypass you, that's so much better. Because I don't have to be here anymore. We're going to take this route out. So if there is a Brave Star ambush, like, hey, you know, these guys are on another spot on the map, which, you know, hopefully doesn't go through me. Like, you know, if they spawn, I don't know, like, here's a, no, that's a ladder, right? That could be a spawn. This could be a spawn. It's almost certainly not this, although last time the exit was where Brave Star came in. I mean, it could be my exit ladder. It could be this door. It could be this door. I mean, it could be behind me. Like, a lot of these are actually gonna get hit by these guys, so if I expect that to happen, leaving these guys alive and tucking into a corner might work. And also, like, Brave Star didn't see me, right? So there's some real value in not killing them. You can go this far, but you'd have to out-roll Gakko to not get clearly shot. Like, I could throw a smoke screen down, but that also is a little sus. Being here is, like, kind of okay. You're not going to be easily spotted. And I could fight... Okay, yeah, another option, actually, and I'm now considering much more heavily, is we go heavily to the right-hand side and go after you in this order. We can get to here and then come back grabbing these boxes. And that actually bypasses more guards, because going through the middle here is, like, way more dangerous territory. So I'm really tempted to make the play go this way. And actually, turns out, yes, killing you. And my team, I mean, I think this Venom Trap was fine, but I think my team could have actually gone heavily towards the middle here. It's still, like, a decent group of enemies, but we can, you know, wait for moves and whatnot and get away. I wish I had some, you know, prediction talents, but I don't have them. But if you're there, I'm not honestly that worried about what you're doing. I'm just trying to think of, then, beyond that, what the good Tox Cloud locations are. I would like to marker sites so that I have the value, and I can start the cooldown one turn earlier. I could shadow you away and not go for this box. I could also wait to see what these guys do, but also I only have so much Alpha Strike power, so man, there's so many considerations here. And I wish I knew what these guys were doing. Gotta spend my AP somehow. I really don't like coming down here and fighting all the way up. I don't like that. I think it is going up the right-hand side. It might be Tox Clouding these two or these two. That blocks me though, right? Like, I guess I can walk all the way around the right-hand side here. That's actually fine, right? If we go hard right like this, I've got to come through here. I can shadow turn them around, and it's just like this fight, deal with you, come around. Maybe there's like a guard over here or something, but this actually looks kind of reasonable. Okay, I think these are the two that I've got to fight, and everyone else I can turn around. That seems playable. I can do that. All right, that's the plan. I finally settled on it. I'm going to early marker sites 1 just to get the cooldown started. The debuff lasts long enough that I don't care. It's basically this turn and all of next 2. That really should not be a problem. If I knew what you were doing, I could do more, you know, funky things, but I don't. Hiding here should be acceptable. I think you're far enough away from these guys to not care. I think you can stand there and it's not a problem. I think being there is not needed. I think we'll simply put you, you know, you'll have moderate cover. Something like that's going to be fine. Shouldn't be getting spotted. You can end your turn, it's fine. Dakota would get briefly seen, but can still actually get back somewhere. Being here should be fine. You're still covered by everything. I think you are... Yeah, I think you are chilling right here. I would like you to... Let's see, Toxicloud's going to last a few turns, but I can still get something out of it. I'm thinking Toxiclouding over this way is pretty reasonable. Let me turn on Vision Cones real quick. Yeah, if I stand here and I Toxicloud this way, I'm going to catch you two. They're kind of low-tier guards, which is a little, you know, not the most useful. But I'm not going to run through this for 4 turns, so it's like sort of a safe place to put it, where I'm not going to catch myself. And there's a good chance that you guys turn around and catch it by the end as well. So I'm feeling pretty good about go here, Toxicloud this way, and I get what I want. This should actually be fine, I think. And then ideally, I Venom Trap this guy. So if I run forward, I'm not sure I can Venom Trap you. Actually, I'm going to yield and see if I can have Panzer throw them somewhere not into me. What all can Panzer do? Let's turn off Vision Cones for a bit. If I go to here, I still have 2 AP. Let's turn them back on. If I go to here, I still have 2 AP, which lets me turn all the way back to here. So I will get to safety if needed. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, turning you guys around, or like maybe throwing you like into this room, or like against that wall or something. And then you're not going to see it, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. I think having you guys not chases is correct, so I can fight this cleanly. So I think, yeah, somewhere like here, and just say you guys are going to go just like hide in that corner and get Toxiclouded. I think it's going to be enough. It'll buy me 1 turn, which is all I need. That'll easily be in Toxicloud movement range. That's clearly over their Vision Cones. Okay. They're going to hang out there, and it shouldn't be a problem. I can't really hide from you. I could... If I had prediction, I would white noise and like hide in this corner here, and it would be funny, but yeah. I can't guarantee I win on initiative, so I'm just going to duck back. We'll see what these guys do, but I think it'll be okay. And I can get my ambush. And then there is a world where I try to have Vadon hide right here. That seems pretty incorrect, though. If you run forward 2, you're in the middle of nowhere, which is way too unsafe. If you forward 1, you can run back, but you're not going to reach with Venom Trap. If I go here, I can Venom Trap you, which is, like, okay-ish, but not amazing. I don't love any of these. I could disorient you, which has a chance of being good. Minus 10 meter vision range puts you at 8. There's a lot of crit villain here. That's actually a decent enough debuff where, like, if I legit hug this wall... I don't even have to hug this wall. No, I do. If I hug this wall and disorient you, this actually feels kind of playable. If you go toward me, we can manage it. If you go away from me, I get more time. I think this will work. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I think it will be pretty good. And then I'll once again hide you in some cover, so that even the random the random run won't get me. Yeah, I mean, I would like almost be willing to risk a Venom Trap bounce, but I think I'm going to. With your minus move points, I think you're not going to get anything. Let's risk the Venom Trap bounce. So I get there, right? And your total debuffs now are minus a bunch of move speed, I mean a ton of move speed, and a move point, and low sight range, and a decent amount of minus initiative, such that I can for sure get Vidon back to safety. I think this actually works. Toxicloud will catch them both. That's what I wanted to see. Finding some tally. That's fine. I want to let you have your turn. Oh, okay. We got Spice already. Someone keeps tipping them off. That kill squad is coming for me. Stay calm, head down, keep moving and shut up. They have come for Dakota. They have a lock in her position. They will close rapidly on their target. So it should be only her who's spotted. Yes. And actually, right now, she still counts as hidden, although she's probably status hidden, but they know where she is. That's what I would guess would happen here. I don't believe they're on the same team, though. It's going to result in a lot of tally being generated, but I still want to see what happens here. So we'll see how far they go and who they run into. For now, I feel safe waiting. Your vision cone is very small. And you're going late anyway, so you can't really even wake anybody up. These guys aren't going to... Yeah, it should be fine. All right, we hit delays, and we should be all right. Let's see what happens. You're going back to your spot. Oh, you are moving. I didn't know that. That could be a problem. It is. I did not expect your movements to be those movements. Thankfully, you're very slow. We can deal with this, but yeah, the evasion's really high. Thankfully, Marketplace is going to help, but that is not what I expected to have happen here. Shuriken makes a lot of sense to me. Further debuff the evasion as best we can. We need this kill. I can basically run up and have 1 AP left and hope it's good enough. I don't have really anything better than that, so I guess we just... Yeah, I don't have any better lurching. If I go shoot this gun, which I'm not going to, but if I did... It's actually... Wow, I have a lot of evasion debuffs on you. I am surprised that's as effective as it is. We can wear this out. Should it even be him, though? Well, I don't want to risk you walking up and getting... becoming alert. So... Yeah, I think everyone who has AP kind of has to go use it. I think I'm happy to play a little bit forward, though. Like, if I go here, swing, and then hide there, or, like, go this way, I think it's fine. You can't see anything, and you won't. And you guys are already turning around and going elsewhere this turn, so I've got some space. This seems acceptable. You're angry. I don't really care. Hit chance is not amazing, but it's not terrible. Oh, I guess my actually was good before because I had a surprise target buff. Was not really thinking about that. Still, though. You're going after Roots and Badon, so I'm very likely to get what I need. I don't think... Let's see. Yeah, I'm worried about you running into me. And there's a chance you go here then look down. But it's very unlikely. So I do want to hide him against this wall here. Now, how afraid am I of losing to these guys at initiative? I am a little bit, but I think Smokescreen is still functional. On, like, a future turn. I'm not that worried about losing initiative. Okay, it rolled pretty bad. Okay, you're still there. You... Oh, wait, they're on the same team? You didn't care about them. Huh. I thought they would fight. I guess they don't. That could be an issue. Okay, not sure if Bug. Not sure if Bug are the VIP hunters on Retrograde Reset meant to be on the same team as the base faction. They don't turn hostile. Is this intended? To each other. Okay, well that changes things. I don't know if it's Bug or not, right? Don't know. I have played the mission many times. To be fair, I don't remember them ever fighting each other. Regardless, this is how it works. Let's go do some things. I will be spotted. It is what it is. I will still be relatively accurate. Even if it's 2 swings to get the kill, that'll be okay. Yep, there's your AP back. There's my team back to hidden. I really want to let you do whatever. I almost want to delay, like, literally right here. But I want to be just far enough back that I'm not in too much danger. Don't want to get hurt either. I think being here is fine. We'll still see where you go, because I don't know yet. You've already been Venom trapped. I suddenly really want to use, like, Morass and Toxcloud for those guys. I just don't know where you're going, and I want this to be safe for me. Panzer's initiative roll is quite bad. You're going over there. I wonder where the other people are going. Okay, you're going to turn back, of course, but you're going to go back to the location you were. So you're not going too far. You're, of course, sprinting up, which makes sense. Dakota is in some danger here, but she can hide... Oh, she's loud, too. Right, because the person moved up. If I'm behind this wall, though, I'm pretty safe for a while, so... I'm okay doing some of this. Basically, run to here, then walk to there, and you should be fine. Okay, you're not going to lurch forward any. That's fine. Put you there, is what it is. Yeah, they're only going to go to their locations, and I believe they don't quite see this far. I could be wrong about that one, but I'm pretty sure they don't see far enough. Accountant. Well, he should count as hidden, but I should also wait for these two to move, so I have info. Yeah, they're advancing. Hopefully they group up so I get good marker sites. So far, they are. Marker sites. Yeah, I should catch all three. That's good. Alright, so you're awkward to deal with. You would hear me. I don't like that. We mostly want to be on the right-hand side here. We're also still hidden for now. So being somewhere like this should be fairly safe as they come around the corner. They're probably going to get to here. I'm going to use this box as very high-quality cover. It fully blocks line of sight. So you're there, which is fine. Vadon wishes he had Toxcloud, but doesn't. I can duck for one, then run for a bit more. That seems okay to me. If I duck for one, I am far enough away that I can run. And now if I sprint, I can pretty cleanly get to a spot with good cover. And I can wait, and I can probably get a pretty solid ambush as you guys run up. This should look pretty good. And again, you're pretty safe. They know where Dakota is, but the rest of my team should count as entirely unseen. I'm going to hope that that remains true. This will be easily in range to marker sites, all three of you. I should be able to follow up as needed. Yeah, I totally believe they know where Dakota is, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. But this should be fine. Based on what I understand of the gameplay systems, though there's always a world where I don't know all of them and there's something I didn't account for. But you're still disoriented for several turns and taking poison damage. This should look okay. Okay. I believe we got an escalation now. We have just enough tally. It looks like it's not reinforcement. Please don't be drugs. Of course it's drugs. That's terrible for me. Hate when it's drugs. You're going to go really far. You might not quite have a shot. I mean, you have a shotgun, but I think you don't have quite enough. You're finally done. Well, if you can't quite go... Actually, does it not buff them? No, it does. Okay. You run 10% faster, though, which is scary. I can't slow this down any. Wait, you... No, this isn't anything too different. He's going to say, like, oh, do you not know where you are? Or you're going to where they were? But I don't think that's true. I think this was just simply you spending your AP as effectively as you could. There is a world where... What's nice, actually, is you're going first. The Wildfire is the faster runner. So you might actually be useless enough that we're okay. I am tempted to go up for a preempt angle. Right? When someone comes over, preempt them. But I think we just grin and bear it and see what happens. I think you have an attack here. I think you have 1 AP. And now you saw, so now we're all spotted. You're going to stop short, though, right? Yep. The Wildfire might actually get some attacks here, though. Especially with more of the team being spotted. I think we actually get shot here. Yeah, I think you have 2 AP. Nope, it's Overwatch. Okay, that's actually good. You shouldn't go too close. Yep, good. Okay, you're going where you were going to go. Which is way over there, which, that's fine. You're going back to where you were. Okay, way over there is fine. I need an Overwatch break. Accountant has that, but I think Marker Sights is down. Vadon doesn't have that. No, he does with, Okay, so you can't do anything because you're way in the thick of things. You're going to have to wait. Accountant is hidden. Does not have Marker Sights. Could throw smoke. But Vadon can straight up use Disorient for this. And I should let you do whatever you're going to do. So, Vadon should disorient. He's not in range. Can I get in range without getting shot? The answer looks like yes. Right, I should be able... A Morass also works, but I'd catch my team, so I'm not in an immediate rush here. This looks safe. E-Rifle's not in range of you yet, and in fact, I would probably snap over and get shot. So I've got to run up, like, right behind Dakota here. You're disoriented. If you run toward my team, you turn alert. That'll be too bad. This puts me in disorient range. And I still have 1 E-rifle shot. I can't get anywhere else what's going to work. So all I'm going to be able to do is disorient you and then shoot at one person. Not the end of the world, but, you know, not the best. Okay, you're there. I'm glad I have Overwatch breaking. That's nice. Let's go see if we have to deal with you or not, because I don't know the answer yet. If I had 1 more AP, I'd use combat drugs, but I can't. Okay, where you headed? Thankfully the wrong way. We love that for you. Okay. Time to play the game. And I'm thinking, you're going to hear gunfire. It is what it is. We need to get real things done. Who's the best target? Let's see. You're at 13. You're at 19. You're at 18. You have high evasion, but you're debuffed partially. If I take drugs here... Let's see. Let me do some other math. So if I shoot this, I get 2 shots. I get 400 ballistic, 200 pure. 400 ballistic, 200 pure. Let's call that. We'll just ballpark it at 400 damage total. If I go full auto here... that post-mitigation. This is... I'm probably only getting 1 full auto because I've got to get closer. 8 times 85 is... like 650 ballistic, but it's going to be less damage overall. Shred chance is going to be actually pretty similar on net. Like if I go here and I full out of the SMG on both you guys, actually can't even hit all 8. There's probably not an angle where I can get all of them. Doesn't look like it. Okay, then it's like easily railgun. Yes, they're going to hear the gunfire, but that's just going to happen, I think. I'm just going to have to be loud on this turn because there's too much to do. I think we shoot the far one. Even though you're going sooner, I think we have the damage. I want to shoot at the far one so that we have... Yeah, he's going to also investigate this corpse for sure every time, but he's at 12. We can maybe get past him. The reason to shoot the far one, sorry, is it allows my swords to do better. Also, this guy's just going to see everything. There's no way around that one. I could maybe shadow again. Do I have shadow again? I do. I'm going to try to turn him around. Yeah, I'm just going to go here. It lets my team not have to run as far. First shot is okay. Second shot was a kill. That gives me recoup, which means I can iron grip. And I can do even more here. Oh, you love to see that. That was huge. What an absolute gamer. That is nice. I gotta say, savagery popping for 15 crit chance. A little bit of ballistic is pure as well. Definitely added up. Alright. You're at 17. You're still pretty late. I could go for this. It would probably be decent. But I think we want to start with melee. You'll see me. You won't yet. You're actually late anyway. You have a real chance at doing some damage. I think this kill is worth. Yes, you're heavily buffed. I don't have many better options. I could go into an Overwatch. That would be a little scary for me, but it would maybe work okay. I will have another thing to consider is I have another charge of Choppa. So if you finish the kill, you can print AP. No one else does that. You need to die. You need to be turned around. This looks like I'm going to be safe to attack from. I'm hidden, but I can't change the outcome of this. Let's just go. If it looks bad, I'm willing to... Okay, first hit was a full hit. Second hit might be a full hit. 50%. Yes, let's go. RNG in my favor. You can't see anything. You won't see for long enough, right? Yeah, I'm not worried about you. You'd hear, but that doesn't... Wow, we almost got rid of all the tally. That's funny. You're still at 12. We can bypass you. You're at 17, which matters, but you don't do very well on your turns. That's more than your vision cone away, because your vision cone is -10. I kind of want to ambush them this turn. I'm not even sure I mind this person going to be alert. I'm going to yield and see what I can get out of everyone else. Because, like, Panzer gets 2 attacks here, and there's crit vuln. Like, this could actually be pretty good. I'm going to turn these cameras off, by the way. Let's hit this leverage. Skip all the... everything there. So, of course, this guy has reported 2 corpses, right? So this guy is... Yeah, we're generating the 4. We're generating another 9. from 4 from gunfire and around 6 from corpses. That doesn't quite line up, but maybe someone heard footsteps as well. Regardless, people are going to be sent to this location, right? This is where gunfire was twice. This is where bodies were. You're at 12, which my entire team is not guaranteed to beat. But they're not going to be heading this way. So I think just going for you here is going to be fine. Let's actually make sure I'm in range. Yeah, I have ranged stuff here. You're at 17. I am, like, almost willing to smokescreen this. Oh, you know what I should do? No. I need to wait for Vidon. Oh, I can't. Okay, I've got to make sure he has a shot, though. So I can't get too far ahead. So what I'm going to do is probably run to here and just bat twice. If I get lucky, they're dead. If I'm not lucky, I think it'll be okay. Toxlad, I believe, lives for one more turn. I would like you to not chase me, though. I'm going to throw Shadow down. I might pull you away. Ooh, I'm pulling you in towards Shadow. That's actually pretty useful. I think moving you there is good. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm not blocking this line of sight. I didn't even think about him having the shot, but that's actually really good. You're going to hear me. You're angry. But these are decent enough hits. I have solid crit chance and just decent enough base damage. That was a glance, but we still have damage here. Roots can't really delay much. I don't really care about you generating one tally here. Wow, Panzer actually outrolled that. That's huge. Okay, that gives her a lot of safety then. You were at steps. I don't care. Dakota is going to yield to Vidon. Vidon actually can do this. I guess no reason to full auto. Right, you literally always hit. And I can't roll too low on damage, so I guess we just take this one shot and we're golden. See you, nerd. And you were the last gunfire reporter, so we actually don't escalate here. We're getting +5 from roughly just corpses. And that was it. You might have heard the railgun, but we're still okay. Alright, you're going to run toward the exit, which that says the fastest routing. I'm going to believe you. And off we go. Wow, I was pretty worried about that, but this went pretty cleanly. Now, sec level 7 is still going to be a little bit unlikely, considering there's a lot of corpses and whatnot. I've got to fully dissolve this one, if at all. So yeah, they're sending Tau and Omega to go chase down the corpse or corpses. You getting toxicated helps me. You should not be able to reach me in time to see me, although combat drugs helps. No, you're on a walk. You're on a walk as well. You're on the way, but you're not close enough. Okay, so I forgot who got sent. You almost certainly got sent. You're gonna run up this way. There's a chance Roots is in danger. I'm not sure I'm willing to eat that risk. I'm going to throw a smokescreen down just to make sure we don't get caught up in this. It's only 4 turns away, but yeah, I'm really doing risk management on that one. Whole team can get over this way and then come back down. I could probably still green for these boxes. Standing in smoke is safe. They have to get within 5 meters to see me in the first place, so that'll be fine. I'm going to move Vidon a little bit out. Ooh, you know what? I really want to toxic out these idiots. Okay, what I probably want to do, because plenty of guards will be sent this way to investigate and whatnot. Yeah, if I go to here, I can throw a new cloud down, and I'm sure I catch some people. I guess you guys are on the way. I think, like, pretty directly. Am I meant to aim it this way instead? I mean, you guys are already poisoned, so... Do I even feel safe standing here? I mean, you're relatively low. You've had your turn. I might just stand literally right here and wait, and then I will reactively smoke. That's probably okay. That will probably work out all right. Because you do really want to poison people when their turn is already over. It increases the duration measurably. I think you aren't going to do anything in this turn. I think Red Dot is not worth using on anybody, so yeah, we're done here. I will say I found Red Dot pretty hard to use at a baseline. I find 20 meters to be a little bit too short. I want to like it and I want to use it, and I think it's a really cool talent. But it, compared to many other, like, oh, this is like clearly pretty good out of the box, I'm happy at one point. I find it pretty tough to make reliable use out of. I'm going to keep waiting. We can let this guy move. If we have to ambush, I will, right? So let's see what happens. Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen. Are you going to follow smoke? Nope. You followed your first instinct, which was check the corpse. Then you followed that, which was the expected point at the end. I'm going to wait to use sprint until coordinated charge is back, which is next turn. That way she gets the 2 move points with the 20% move speed. I find this to be kind of weird. It makes it harder to play that angle, which, whatever, maybe intended. Yep, just put you far forward, it's fine. We will hit an escalation. That will be okay. Panzer can simply run up. Accountant will grab that on a future turn. You probably could... He's going to turn off, or whatever, turn back on soon. I want to line crawler stuff then. I mean, I have pretty good line crawler range there, right? Like, even if I'm right here. Now, yes, there could be reinforcements. They could spawn right there. But this gives me the ability to easily line crawler both. And actually, I can go, you know, just shy of this camera. And I can cleanly line crawler both. Line crawler both. So you're fine there. Vidon has some AP he can use. I'm thinking Tox Clouding vaguely this way makes sense. We can get a decent number of guards, though not all of them probably. And it will be slightly in my way, but not too badly. Debuff you. Morass doesn't seem necessary. Take a step forward towards smokescreen seems fine. Disorienting you doesn't seem needed. If you investigate the smoke, I don't care. I've still got a club if needed. You can simply run. I might actually have you grab this loot box so that I can save a few action points on my soldier. He's already kind of looping around toward the team, so this way he can walk right up instead of having to walk through. This seems correct to me. Smoke is on for all of next turn still. We got... Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh, okay, it's going to be way louder, but I finally have an endgame railgun. That is such a big power spike that I have been waiting for. The AR was really useful, don't get me wrong, but the loot upgrades have felt slow. 1 tally per turn is whatever. Ah, darn, she was on a camera. I didn't think about that. It's not worth it. It's not a big enough deal. But I didn't think about it. You're going to find smoke? Nope, you're going to... Okay, you're chasing that. You didn't quite see the smoke. Alright, you're going back into hunting. You are poisoned, though. You have a lot of action points. Someone is here, you think? Several of your teammates have been sliced up. You're on patrols? You found a corpse? Really? Oh, it's probably in the soup. That would make sense. Vidal is a little caught out here. He can walk. This is going to be... he can get around through here, I think. I'm going to wait so I can knock these cameras out. He probably wants to Venom Trap one of them. I mean, I don't have to by any means, but it would guarantee a kill. And that seems like kind of a nice thing to do. It'll be you. You're the one getting Venom Trapped. Great. You're not getting that far in this turn, but it'll be enough to... I don't even care if I make 1 footstep noise, I think. It's probably better to make sure I'm out. And yeah, they'll chase to this location, and that'll be fine. You're patrolling and largely useless. Accountant is going to have to wait until... Panzer can do his job. A yield will not be sufficient. For Roots it would be. I think going... Yeah, kind of getting the whole team to group up. It's going to be the ideal here. Let's see. So this camera would only see... What are the best cameras? It's already seen Roots, right? I think that's already happened. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, camera spotted Roots. It was right there. I didn't even see it. This camera... wouldn't see Roots. It would see Accountant, unless I wanted to waste AP getting around it. It would always see Vidon. This camera can only see Accountant. This camera sees everyone. So this camera is a must. And this camera is 2 tally. Which, if I can not generate 2 tally, means I don't escalate. So, also worth. You're going next turn. I'm probably going to have my team run this way. In fact, I might even go that way. I might even have myself go here and then end the turn. There's nothing else to really use, so I don't see why I wouldn't just be there and be done, and then... I don't even want to be that much farther forward. I mean, maybe a little bit farther forward. If I group my entire team here before I use coordinated charge... I mean, maybe it's like everyone goes... Well, Vadon gets to right here. Dakota's going to get to, like, there. Pan's going to get to right there. The Count is going to basically use coordinated charge when the whole team is roughly in this circle. So yeah, I'm going to actually stop right here. That'll roughly line up. Root's going to have to end her turn outright. But still is actually going to be in a similar location where it's still going to work. There's a chance you spot her there, but I think it's unlikely. Already seen by that camera. Dakota will have to hold off on using sprint for a little bit longer. She can't delay any further, really. But I think you'll be in coordinated charge range. If not, I'll wait a turn. It's fine. And then Vadon... Oh, he would generate from both. Okay, that's actually not ideal. Oh, and he's got to go around this guy's vision cone, too. Okay, if you go this far, are you 10 meters away? No. You have to spend 2 AP. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. I'm going to use coordinated charge on basically one person. Because this allows me to get far enough away. Right? I'm going to turn on the vision cones for a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna run to here. Yield. Like, if I go to there, I can believe I'll be okay, but I can't guarantee I'll be okay. And I mean, you're at initiative 16. You're at initiative 12. I could disorient you, which doesn't really help. I'm going to min-roll 9. Yeah, I'm going to do a short yield. I'm going to have Accountant generate the 1 tally I expect him to generate. Well, I can go pretty far, actually. Okay, if I go here, I can keep going. If I'm here... Yeah, I can go, like, one more step, like, right there. If I'm there, I catch the entire team, which is hype. That's actually great. 1 tally is not enough to escalate. Coordinated charge is just a big enough radius. This guy has a chance of being scary, but honestly I think he's going to go chase something else down. I'm just going to go hide and cover. That seems okay. Vadon gets to go far enough to be safe. This is fine for him. We are not escalating, which is big news. And Panzer can go run across because that seems just fine for him to do. Okay, wow, that was, I mean, we're still going to have a hard time getting under sec level 7. 25% bonus XP is nice. It is a power level 5 mission. The base XP is going to be pretty solid. Lots of guards woken up, but they are not being sent here. Nothing was seen on this spot on the map. You weren't told to do anything. But almost everyone else was. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you have actions? Okay, thankfully you don't. Was not expecting that. I guess, yeah, you're running towards where she was seen. That actually makes sense. I get why that would happen. I don't expect everyone else to be this scary, but... Look, I get Margaret's back next turn. Let's just blow this guy up. This is not going to kill him outright. Although... that certainly helped. With my 1 move point, I'm not going to go very far, but I think it's okay. He can go through the middle if he has to. Well, that guy's down. Spend your 1 move point going there. I'm going to dissolve this body. Actually, I don't know if I have to. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? I should wait for the rest of the guards to move around. I think they are unlikely to get all the way to me, although I'm still happy to ambush them. You're dying on your own, and you're going to be literally 1 hit. And most of this crew is pretty low, which is good. Maybe you'll run into there. I think you're still chasing Shadow, to be honest. So, this mission might take another 5 turns. If a guard gets sent here, they're not being sent to this side of the map. So I think this staying up is good. You're finally on the way. Not quite Tox Clouded. Okay, you're useless, though you're not dead. Dakota can simply get out. Let's go ahead and hit sprint. I'm getting a bonus move point from the turn carryover, but looks like I was fine without that. From recollection, she disappears right away, but I can just wait and be safe and make sure nothing's weird here. Although now this means that if I don't kill you, you're going to be alert for the whole turn. You're going really far. I think we're still fine, but I was not quite expecting that set of interactions. I should wait to make sure that you're useless. Okay, great, you're useless. That gives me space to work with. I could white noise you. I'm actually quite tempted to. That's in range to attack, 1.98 meters and 4 AP. Perfect. No other guards have turns. This is my turn. My time to shine. Strike 1. Glance. Strike 2 hopefully is better. Yeah, it's better. Root should have no problem getting this kill. I'm gonna slash slide you if I can. If I'm here, am I in range? Yes, I am. This is a body I will more likely dissolve, as this will put people in my way. Shred is fine. Do I have Choppa back? Yes. Thank you for the action points. I will use that to grab some loot. And the nice thing is the camera's down for plenty of time, because Linecrawler is... Actually, have I grabbed Linecrawler's extra duration node yet? I don't think I have, right? I think I have almost nothing here on Linecrawler. I just have range. Yeah, so the next upgrade would be a 4-turn disable, which is pretty good. Anyway, you would make it regardless. You have the AP to spare. Alright, well, first mission complete. You clearly have a busy night ahead of you still. I will leave you here. Safe travels. And there's our exit. Hitting sec level 4, but only barely. It's time to get out. Indeed it is. Alright, I do want Vidon to clear out this corpse. He's not in dissolve range yet, so I think I just have to park him here. But I think it is worth his AP. I believe that. I could be wrong, but I believe that. This is... Well, let's see. I've got... Is it really going to be 4 turns out? Honestly, no. I think we can just run forward. I don't have any good poison actions here. That's fine, though. I'm going to bank you, like, here. You're dead. You're at 1 HP. And these guys haven't moved at all. You shouldn't be sent this way. Nothing was seen over here. So I'm going to let you guys just go about your business. And I'll expect that I'm okay. I could be wrong, but I think I'm okay. Next turn, we get an escalation. Is it reinforcements? Yes. They were thankfully behind us. That shouldn't matter. Honestly, I'm okay with that. You're hunting around where the gunshots were. You guys could make some progress, but none were woken up at the AI, so they should only be walking. I don't know what their default patrol route is. And ideally, I save action points on you in case something is funky. But like, even if they walk full speed, that's not close enough, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think this is close enough. So I am, aside from Accountant, everyone is safe, like, roughly here. You're doing nothing. I'll have to probably shadow you. I can Tox Cloud some folks. Still gotta wait till you're done, though. Accountant should move up. Let's bank a few AP so I can use tools if needed. Panzer's fine for now. At some point I gotta shadow somebody, but I'll wait until I have more info. Not much happening. You're so right. Nice. You're getting out of the way. I love that for you. Are you going to Tox Cloud? Are you? Thanks, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very considerate of you. Okay, they're walking. They're all going to stand right there. Well, this is like basically not a waste of AP. It's going to line up pretty perfectly, so you can go do this. Meeting gold stacks would be nice. That is a functional money printer. Okay, so you're real. So I'm going to hide behind this so that no matter where you go, I'm fine. Actually, you're still chasing down leads, but it might still be going right here. You're dead, and you're so far doing nothing, and there's no new tally event, so you're not going to move. And you're following whatever you were following, but I don't know where your hunting is taking you. I'm going to want to shadow muck away. I'm also going to want to grab this loot if I can, and grab this loot if I can. There's not a lot of guards to deal with, and this walk out from here isn't that bad. This Toxic Cloud ends soon. It might actually end at the end of this turn. I don't remember, though. You're all going to the same place, and you did nothing, because for some reason, in the spawn of 3 guards, one of them almost always just AFKs the first turn. I don't know why, but it's a pretty consistent occurrence. I'm very far from Venom Trap being back, which is not the end of the world, but sometimes I like Venom Trap. You're going to go waste your next turn looking the wrong way. Right, wrong guy. You can't do much else. I think I hide you here. I could Toxic Cloud this way, but I really want to make sure this doesn't block my route, so I'm going to let this just stand as it is. I could try disorienting this guy. I think I'm honestly pretty well hidden, such that this is decent. I want to consider it. I like really want to consider it, actually. This route's fine. It's too little of the vision cone to matter. You might be a little bit real, but I kind of like disorienting you here. Mostly, like, or at least partially, just to get some more reps on this. So captains normally see 20 meters. Now he's going to see 10. But you don't move very far while hunting, so I believe we're going to be okay. Cameras turn back on fairly soon. It looks like I'm not getting... Well, there's no other cameras, right? So there's nothing for Line Crawler to bounce to. These guys can eventually matter, but I'm still pretty safe where I'm standing. They could walk to here, but again, they're walking, not running. You rolled a 21, so I should try to be at least a little bit safe. If I'm here, Shadow can pull you. But I'm not sure that makes any sense. Okay. We'll see if this was suicidal by debuffing him in this way. I think it wasn't, but I guess we'll see. Toxic Cloud is caught in the wall. It despawns. Guard is dead. Cameras turn back on. You're hunting slowly. You're still following corpses, I think. They become suspicious. That shouldn't make them run, though. You're still useless. Yep, you're still walking. I believe you won't catch me because you don't walk that fast. They're all going to go there. Katu probably now goes up to the spot. Yep, going to walk to the same spot as everyone else. Turns suspicious. Not a huge deal. And then you're going to go join the same spot. Okay. I should still wait for you to have your turn. I would also like my loot box, but I should wait. I think you're the fastest runner I have. Let me check. 106, 101, 103. Yep, you're my fastest runner. Let's let this guy have his turn. Although I could be cheeky and shadow pull him into right here. That's actually a pretty good idea. If I drag you to right here. Come on, right there. You shouldn't really be able to see me, and you're pretty ambushable. If you run right to there, I think we're fine. I think, yeah, this is fully vision blocking. Like, you can't see out of this room. I guess from exactly this location you could, but like, yeah, I think we're fine with your vision cone being short. So go be an easier kill for us. Great. I'm glad Shadow overwrites Disoriented. I'm very happy about that one. You could Morass, but it's going to block the route out for my Cyber Sword, so I'm not going to do that. You're far enough away that I don't care. And I'm thinking just double club hits are pretty reasonable. Most of my team can swing. I could wait. No, I can't actually wait for Panzer, really. I think this will work. I think we have the damage. Let's just go for it. You will see and hear me and be angry, and I don't really care. Wow, first hit, shreds, and crits. That's really lucky. We take those, though, that's for sure. Okay, this gives Roots plenty of room to make this happen. If I want to leave, going that way is fastest. You're hunting randomly. You're at a 21. Alright, I'm going to partially YOLO this. I'm just going to be out here. I'm going to pop Aegis. So even if you do turn alert, I don't have to care. And then we just kind of run as far forward as we can. Everybody else, you can hug that wall, get a little bit more distance. Great. Sec level 5 is coming. Sec level 7 is still far away, thankfully. I'm going to drag you away so that you don't turn around and see me. Gives me more space. Alright, back half looking pretty good. Okay, level 3 revolver might be slightly better than what I currently have. Oh, I don't have shadow up, actually. Okay, let's go back into cover then. I can shadow next turn based on the initiative roll. You're patrolling uselessly. You're walking up. You actually will... Oh, okay, cool. We take those. You're actually running towards events. You found a corpse. Yeah, we're pretty much long gone, and sec level 7 is looking just barely possible. No real unknowns here. I think we just kind of run towards the exit. I'll leave you towards the end in case I want to cover somebody for some reason. Shadowing you away is of low value, but it's kind of free. As an extra bit of caution, I'll throw down smokescreen in case somebody can't make it all the way out. There you go. You're good. Root's the farthest one away. Maybe Accountant, but no, looks like we're all good here. Alright, that was really not that bad. That felt much more comfortable. I will say, I have missed running with a Scourge in these, like, your weapons kind of suck scenarios. I've really, really missed running with the Scourge. They're so nice. I think it's actually my favorite class in terms of getting to do like fun stuff and mess with people. So we made it happen. What about now? Well, don't worry. I've got this power play. I've got some exposure. But I now have some new combat and hacking drugs. And he has gained a partnership with the Ricksham. Panzer, Roots, and Accountant all level up. We get a solid bit of bonus XP of 44. I'm trying to think of that mathed out as... It was 1/4. 1/4 of this is exactly 45, is it not? It rounded down? Right, because half of 180 is 90, and half of 90 is 45. So I got slightly less than 1/4. It's kind of lame. Whatever, it's fine. We got a big couple of weapons here, right? A better urban assault and a better railgun. It's gonna be loud, but it's worth. And then we'll see if this revolver is any better as well. This Street Dragon is unneeded, but solid payday of 700k. We're finally getting out from under that difficulty. So the power play is done. Let's go check our new services here. We have items. Oops. Item classes are fine. It's specifically Ricksham Drip level 3. Right now it's only Midnight Glimmer. At higher levels it does give you some combat drugs. This one is get some connection back. Juice tokens for skipping ice reactions, including traps. Some armor and some matrix damage, which, yeah, fine. But leveling up is going to be nice. Puppet Master is indeed available. I've got the cooldown, and that's going to be kind of good overall. Let's see. I did want to bump some of my rooms, though. I can't quite afford Field Ops. Probably can't afford Underworld Hub either. Could put in cooling for that, though. We play a little bit of time forward. I'm also tempted to hire new mercs. So here's the weird catch-22 I'm in right now, which is the sooner I hire new mercs, the more bodies I have to fill in SimStream trainer benches, SimStream detox benches. I can cycle downtime for cyberware, and that's like really useful. Like as we've sort of seen here, if I can't keep myself permanently not taking damage, which I've been able to because my weapons are kind of shit, and I can't grab the 3 strongest, maybe 4 strongest if you count Atomic Setter, combat talents in the game. Which means I'm just missing out on... Right, I'm just really weak compared to my enemies in combat, and I've got to like really kind of scrimp and scramble to make things happen. Which is fine, I'm like enjoying the challenge, but it's like, it's weighing on me because every mission's an hour long. It's like, well, usually at power level 5, you're one-shotting everything because you're using your field up center for leverage, and you're putting strike zone down, everybody dies in a single full auto, and it's like, no. you've got one assault rifle, you've got this E-rifle you found at level 2, and no one has any combat talents. And it's like, okay, I will find my way through it. I will get there. But again, I've enjoyed the like differentiated experience that came out of this. Anyway, the point I was, I guess, trying to make is, I actually might have lost the plot already, actually. Oh, right, having more people around. So if I hire people, I get a little bit less money per mission, which, you know, not ideal. I don't want to lose around, like, 6% or so of the money I have coming in. It's not quite the number, but it's going to be like 5% or something. The longer I wait, the more my average XP goes up, which allows the like level of the new recruit to come up. But also, are they going to be coming up at faster than 80% of my XP acquisition? Another consideration would be next time Hayes gets a level, which is not that far away, about 4 missions, we can upgrade a level on Handpicked, and that will also give me like straight up 500 XP on the merc itself, which, again, that's slightly faster than if I'm getting, well, it's pretty close to actually what I'd be getting out of being in the Simstream Trainer for 5 missions. Actually, that would be slower. Waiting for Handpicked is strictly worse than hiring them now using Simstream Trainer. Like, full stop. It's actually, I think, not close. So, waiting for Handpicked is wrong. Okay, fair. I do, and the thing is, I want to invest in digital coordination anyway to get this stuff, so I don't even really want to be in a different spot. Now, one thing I could also do, and probably should do, is a bit of retraining. I still like Handpicked. I think this is actually still worth it. But one thing I could do, and this is pretty much intended behavior by the devs at this point, is go to the Simstream Trainer. I need to wait for a couple of more levels on this, ultimately. What's funny, actually, is the timing's going to be, I think, as soon as I grab this conversation, it's going to make a new character. Spoilers, I guess. This storyline results much like 11th Hour or Sibling Breakout. There is a recruit at the end of the storyline, which is cool. That's great. I want to hire this person. But that means I want to take this convo at a time where I've put points into potentially, like, maxed out Handpicked. And basically do the retraining to be like, hey, we're going to max this out and maybe dig some points out of Dealmaker, probably dig some points out of Co-Conspire. I don't have any points to Co-Conspire. I probably still want to keep Puppet Master. I could maybe just not take the cooldown and it just is what it is. But I can actually do a respec where it's like I maxed out Handpicked and then I come in with my upgraded barracks. Well, my barracks only has room for 1 recruit, but I would like pay for the upgrade, which would take a total of 5 days, which is not bad. And then across those 5 days, what I would get is I would go to the Underworld Hub. I would hire new people. Like if I wanted to do merc, right, I could get a second soldier. I could get a new hacker. I could get a secondary wire ghost. I could get a second vanguard. Basically, you can get one of everything. There is no Underworld Hub Scourge right now, although there is one in the game. I think they just sometimes they're randomly not available. I don't know what the cause is exactly. But I am sure there exists an Underworld Hub Scourge, just I don't have one for whatever reason. So I don't think I want a third war machine by any means, but like I don't have a gunslinger. I don't have a core sniper. You know, there's like I could hire some more people and have some more space. I do at some point want a third hacking type character, although at some point Zasha's going to offer me Sibling Breakout and I will get a second hacker and that will be sufficient for me. I don't need more than 3, that's for sure. So yeah, I do want to hire at least one more new person. I mean, I probably actually want to hire a gunslinger and a sniper long term just to have functionally one of every class. Eventually I'll have 2 hackers, I guess. But that seems like, and 2 war machines, I guess, as well. So, yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the smallest amount of time forward to get this craft done and get this cooling done. Great, that's done. I'm actually going to start the barracks here. And I definitely could... Oh, no, I already am building Hacking Station. I forgot. This is already going up. So, I might as well bump this from the counter intel pod and drop my heat a little bit. If I bump this, I drop by a little bit more. I think it'll be 25% heat per token. I can't do more tasks, but I could bump cryo cooling. Eventually, I can go for trade for favors. It's still pretty far away at this point in time. But yeah, let's see. I think my next step is going to be run this mission, simply gain some XP. But yeah, I'm trying to think, like, at what point exactly do I want to do the face respec and everything else? For now, let's do class training. Let's come in, spend some points. +1. There's actually +1 talent as well on 13. As there aren't any meaningful drones in the game at this point in time. Yeah, I have range and charge. I have not taken duration. Duration is expensive, though. I will probably simply grab glitch. I am not ready to go for the SMG side of things yet. I think Armor EX is not particularly good. I think Adrenaline Flow is fine, but meh. Again, I am actually mandated by Challenge Run rules to grab +1 talent, and so I think that puts me onto glitch. And I am considering... Well, I do kind of want line crawler bonuses. Going to 100% line crawler is pretty cool. It's going to cost me +4, which is basically 14, 15, and then wait, and then 16 I can get it. Or I can do something like this and like try to use glitch. People have, you know, liked it before. I tend to not, but the whole point of this run is trying out new things that I don't tend to use. I'm, you know, pretty happy with white noise, honestly. I've been very happy with Max Shadow, and let's see if I can be happy with the glitch. Maybe it's better than I thought. Yeah, who knows? Cybersword gets a plus. What's interesting is, so level 13 is +1 talent. What I was really considering, actually, is going into Soldier. Marker Sights is actually usable on a melee, and just Coordinated Charge is very good. In fact, I would probably want 2 Coordinated Charges in the team, but just having move points and move speed on a melee character is really valuable. So there's a world where I do a little bit of retraining, and I legit drop maybe Lightfoot and Preempt, honestly. I mean, Lightfoot did something for me, but I could also just, you know, try to use Whisper Kill well and hope it's good. Hope it works. Really don't think I need any of this stuff on Lightfoot, though. Chop was already done. Slash Slide's already done. I could get more Power Slice charges and more Power Slice damage. Duration doesn't do anything in this challenge run because I'm not allowed to use the Bat Stun. Oh, I was going to keep bumping Aegis, wasn't I? That's what I was going to go do. Okay, we'll just keep making Aegis better for now. But I think at 13 I'm going to go into Soldier. My Soldier's upgraded. I've got what I wanted out of Marker Sights. I've got what I wanted out of Coordinated Charge. 3 initiative to the entire team is fine. Honestly, like, getting 12 initiative every once in a while for free is okay. It will sometimes break a tie that would matter on a future turn, so, like, I shouldn't sleep on this too much. I've tended to sleep on initiative buffs a bunch because I was so used to getting Coordinated Charge every turn that we just always had good initiative, but I have found that this kind of matters a bit. AoE I've been able to somewhat work around. I don't think I take the +3 just for the cooldown here, so I'm probably done here. I've already mostly unlearned Iron Grip because I really haven't felt like I've needed it. And so that really just leaves going into Savagery, which I think is totally fine. And getting some crit chance and whatever is going to be pretty reasonable. And I'll feel good about that one, I think. I'm just going to go that way. At 13, we need a new talent. As I said, I'll multi-class and a sniper. That'll be fine. That is them all done for now. Great. Okay, so I've got to make my considerations. Do I want to go grab... I think the answer is yes. Do I want to go do the respec now? Understanding that I'm... Let's see, let me check a couple things real quick, which is... Let's find some contacts. Let's sort by influence. You are not getting Puppet Mastered here. Oh, cool. I can finally work with her. That's good. But I really want to see if she will power play and I can give her cybernetic services. You're in line. You're in line. I would actually care about Puppet Master here. This would matter to me. Less so for you. And then when you go farther down the line, then it's like, yeah, kind of whatever. These guys are all going up first anyway. So if I kept Puppet Master cooldown, that would all be valuable. Honestly, as it is, I don't have any Field Op Center tokens, and I will need to somewhat relearn Field Coordination. But yeah, I'm in between it as it stands. So what I think I'm going to do, because I'm 5 days away from Coordination anyway, is I'm going to retrain the face, and for the next 5 days, I'm going to have, what's it called, maxed out. I'm hoping this is, by the way, the contact was the War Machine was not generated until this combo. If it was generated at this point in time, then it's too late. But I'm hoping the contact is not generated yet. But I could be wrong about that one, and, you know, darn. Then it goes to waste. I can see if it's on this backdrop here. Okay, yes, you attempted it here. Yep, okay, handpicked's already there. Okay, it's too late. I have now checked. Okay, so handpicked has already popped, which means I would have had to had it trained before this was even there. So, okay, I can't even do that, which is fine. I'm not mad about it. So here's the yeah, the recruit with +2. What if I could show? I cannot. They fully hide it behind filters, which is probably smart. All right, so I'm not going to rush handpick then. Although again, the thought I was going to make was, if I learn handpicked, it allows me to hire a new merc, which allows me to have another body in the SimStream trainer, which matters. I'm thinking. I do want more bodies. I want them sooner rather than later. And if I put you into this, you're going to gain XP for this, which is going to be valuable. Like this mission, for example, right? I'm not going to run a hacker on it. I'm going to run this exact same team, which was pretty effective. This felt decent. The poison certainly matters. I'll figure out his gear as well. In fact, we can do that kind of right now. If we take this and we get rid of the mods, and we say, hey, but what about this guy? The noise is identical. Holy moly. Max range slightly worse, which, you know, kind of sucks, but whatever. We're getting another 60 ballistic. We're getting another 40 pure. We're getting another 20 armor shred. Again, enough extra ammo is kind of nice. Recoil can matter, but who cares? We grab you. Powerful and rare. What are we grabbing? We can grab this for damage and shred. We can get a worse one. We can get an even worse one. Yeah, I mean, the reason to grab a good one here is to make an E-rifle better. Like, you'd like much rather make your E-rifle a lot better on damage and shred compared to anything else. And I think +2 ammo not needed on something with 7 ammo. So I'm going to grab the second best battery here. For the body mod, not much to say. We stack enough crit chance that we can get value out of this. And for the scope, really similar boat here. 42 crit damage versus 3 accuracy. I will honestly take the 42 crit damage. So now I actually crit decently well. I crit for 2x. Pretty good. This is all fine as it is. As for your E-rifle, I'm only going to have 4 shots in the magazine, but this is so much more damage. And it's so much more shred. I have 56 shred per shot now. You guys only 3 shots, but it's such an increase that I think it's worth it. This is all fine as it is, as far as I'm concerned. And similar here, where that's going to be fine. Yeah, it's still going to be this 4 running. I had 1 more piece of gear, didn't I? Yeah, I have an Urban Assault. I don't know if that's better than this E-rifle, to be honest. It's good, don't get me wrong. Let's see, I'll take the mods off and do a direct compare. So, this gun is silenceable, is more accurate baseline, twice as many bullets, and so realistically, the pure damage is, you know, 50 versus 80, and 200 versus 64. This probably does more damage per set of shots. Worse shred, but twice as many bullets. Better range. I have to compare what I can get with mods on. So, like, with this, is the comparison much more reasonable? Because at the end of the day, okay, we'll keep the optic off, because the optic is going to be the same no matter what. Let's go here, and then give you... Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, actually, I have to take a body mod. And then again, the optic is the same, and then I could silence, but I might not. Okay, let's make the direct comparison then. And we'll actually start here. Okay, so they can both get the same optic, and I could choose to silence the Urban Assault. Maybe. Okay, Urban Assault is more accurate. Again, if we're only hitting 2 targets, I'm going to call it 6 bullets, not 7. It's 52 versus 80 pure damage. Then times 3, but okay. And it's 236 ballistic versus 104 ballistic. That's more damage on your average target. Shred is reasonably close. Max range +2, optimal range +2. Noise actually worse. This E-rifle is not that loud. but I'm better at reloading. So I'm definitely better damage. I would need to build some kind of silencer. Otherwise, I'm just going to do worse. I think I keep the E-rifle for now, but this will be useful at some point. And then all that looks normal. Okay. Yeah, I think it's because it's just not that loud. Because the noise is 27, I can work around that and get some decent value there. So that's you set up pretty well. You're going to keep the assault rifle for sure. That makes total sense to me. Let me go see if I have a rifle silencer. Yes. Okay, let's build the other one then. Minus 12 meters is not the best, but it's something. Okay, so next episode is probably going to be running this Kill 3 Captains mission. That should be fine. I keep forgetting to think, like... Yeah, the thing is, I really want to use Underworld Hub tokens to boost this chance up. I guess nothing else is going on here. I have no other waiting legwork. So let me think. I can grab this and it doesn't matter, because I've already generated the contact. That info is useful then. I guess, yeah, let's get the info. Height break for you, great. Grit boosts up, which seems fine. Oh, yeah, who else is actually in line for a height break, if anyone? No one, okay, good to know. With your help, we can make my power play and steal the bioprint for the failed Rooktech Battle Tank Cybernetic project. So they've been doing a lot of testing. It didn't quite go to plan. The battle tanks all went haywire. They turned against Rooktech. So there were 5. Yep, there was a 6th one. And so the firmware is still there. So if we can rescue Dorina, we can get all the stuff. So to complete the 2-part mission, we need to first pinpoint the location of the prison by doing legwork or infiltrating a spike in the CPU. So infiltrate is going to be actually a Q-gap spike, not a simple CPU spike. We'll need to do one of them. And what do we get? Well, we get Battletech implants. If we want to go on legwork, people are busy. If we want to grab the mission, that would be solid. Wired crossover to be planned. I don't know the time on this one, but also, again, my team is looking a little busy. They're all kind of bad at it. Risk of injury as they interrupt the attempt. I don't like what this looks like. I've got missions to run. I think we'll be okay. I think we can get it done with our Q-gap spike. We'll get it done. You'll make it happen. This is due in 9.5 days, which should be chill. She will get 1 million influence, which is nice. High stakes mission, yes indeed. Decent payday here. Yeah, we should be fine getting our people back. And is there a reason not just to go handpicked now and hire an extra merc? I don't think there's a reason not to do it. I have a token for your legwork. It's not going to be a problem. We've got a mission here. We have no proc-gen legwork in flight right now, or about to be on offer, so I don't see why I wouldn't bother and just go for the +5 and grab... I mean, honestly, now that I have a couple of decent revolvers, I think... Oops, yeah. No, it's the market, sorry. Inventory weapons, powerful and rare. Yeah, I've got these. If I take your mods off, is this better? The Mauler has a bit less pure damage, but more accuracy and ballistic. It's close. Another option would be going for, like, a double pistol setup here. Although, I've sold almost all my basic pistols. I've got the sure shot, so... A gunslinger would have... Well, I could use fanning, and then, like, the stalker plus sure shot would be fine. I do like gunslingers. I don't have a sniper yet. I'm tempted to make one. I do need more characters, and I kind of need more combatants specifically. And I really want someone to drop me a sniper rifle so I can actually, like, use more than one long-range weapon at a time. But I'm only allowed one of these. I'm going to sell one for money, because I only need one backup at most. Yeah, let me think. I don't have a good reason not to hire somebody. So I should retrain. And I should hire one. And that to me just seems very clearly correct. Let's do this now. Let's class train. I need to keep... Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is class training, re-spec, just go learn your random crap. Seven points I can still spend. I'll make sure I have these, like, solid coverage talent still available. But you're capped out. I'm at talent cap. I could spend the 3 here. I could... Do I care what I grab here, realistically? Secondaries are maybe playable. I believe these work retroactively on the things that you're already offered. Could even go up here. Most of my contacts are, you know, street level. I wonder if its efficiency grind will work well. I know it will, like, preserve the cooldown state long term, but... Actually, wait, let me check one thing, which is... Yeah, this is down for 24 days. This is still down for 5 days. Next charge would still take more than that as well. Puppet Master's still up. Coke Inspire, Handpicked. Yep, all these are kind of expected. What do I meant to grab here? I don't know. I'm going to have this for about 5 days. Well, maybe more than. I mean, I'm only going to hire one person because I'm not going to leave it like this for really long term. I don't think. I'm going to hire one person from the underworld. Do that now, I guess, right? New merc. They'll be max level. Great. Don't want a third war machine. It's basically gunslinger or sniper. Let's hire the sniper. I haven't hired the sniper in a long time. Put out the call for a new sniper. Decker has been underground for a while. Be waiting for your call. Okay. Hello. Alright, so he is here. He's Fireteam Shadow Wolf. He has some crit damage. Minus 1 move detection. It's good that he's got baseline crit damage. He's also got long-ranged accuracy. He's going to get less XP unless he kills one person in a mission. No, he gets less XP full stop. And unless you kill, he might gain stress. It's kind of annoying to get less XP, but whatever. Still, though, long-range accuracy and crit damage are good for a railgun. His stat distribution is pretty bad. Will does not fit a sniper very well. Reaction's solid, but yeah, no tech for crit chances, unfortunate. He's level 14, not 15. It lied. Whatever, not the end of the world. You were hiding or something? I've been staying low for a decade. I'm a high-ranking deserter, and if Ultratech got a whiff, they'd be looking for me and others who deserted with me. So what else we give him? Well, we can give him even more long range, which I think is totally fine. We can make him good at legwork, but I'm pretty sure we just take long range accuracy and the ability to gain some tech. I am a long shot. He's already a sniper, so it totally makes sense. There were 4 of us survivors from Fireteam Shadow Wolf. We split up our separate ways. So we've got someone available. We can have a gun runner who does long range weaponry. Now, to be fair, I can't buy any stuff from that. We get a new Net Wraith who, I don't remember if this guy has any unique services or not. I truly don't remember. I guess I could try to check. I'm going to, actually. Because I have notes on all the characters. Let's see. Underworld Hub, Sniper, Gun Runner, Combat Drugs. Yeah, I actually don't know what the Wire Ghost does. I didn't take copious enough notes there, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have enough here. Okay, well, who knows? Already have combat drug sellers. I will take the longer weaponry just so I have, like, I can look at the interesting options. I don't believe the Net Wraith is anything unique here. So she runs a gun runner network. Welcome to the team. Great. I can freely respec you right now as it's early on. We'll figure it out later, honestly. I don't know what I want to have you train. But you finally come with the sniper rifle, so I have at least a unique weapon available. And so as far as running this Kill 3 Captain's mission, would I drop anyone for the sniper? I don't think the answer is yes. As for new contacts, I believe... Yeah, here's Raven, who sells long-range guns. I could co-conspire if I look at what's in long-range guns. There's nothing? Did I turn things off? Oh, yeah, she's turned off on the seller list for some reason. So yeah, sells a revolver, which I've got something similar to, and sells a mid-level railgun that I thankfully ordered out the better one for. Anyway, he's going to be in the trainer. And we'll grab him when we feel like it. I mean, I could grab him over the soldier. And just give him a rep here. It's not a bad idea, right? Like, I could make him strictly more powerful. Let me think about this. So, I might want to have you run a baseline sniper rifle and not a railgun. Potentially. So I'm not grabbing JTAC Strike Zone. Deathwatch, Perimeter Eye. So let's see, my 8 talents would be something like... I mean, I could go up the right and left-hand side to grab Empty Lung and Nest. Like, if I go up here... Right, these are off limits, by the way. These are 2 of the 3 OP talents that I'm barring myself from. I don't actually like Hit Streak. I don't think it's very good. I think the numbers are way too low. But Deathwatch, Perimeter Eye, Quiet Kill. Quiet Kill is decent just because I can one-shot, right? If I crit hard enough, I one-shot. And then I have 3 turns of a bunch of accuracy and crit chance. I mean, a lot of crit chance. So if I get 1, I'm going to just chain them together. Quiet Kill really says run a sniper rifle. Fleeting, I find to be much worse. You can't get the duration increase, even though you can get a move point and a move speed. This is necessarily after you've already spent some action points. And so... it's like, yeah, if I can chain the kill on this turn, I can get an accurate second shot, and functionally, my, what is it called? Like, recoil doesn't matter. And I can move a little bit at the end of the turn. But I'm thinking, yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then this is the 7 and 8. And pathing-wise, it probably is come down from here and come up from there. I don't like Strength HP or Will Initiative, but it's kind of what I've got, so... This could be done instead, but they're the same node. And this is a better node overall, so, like... It's not like I could find better pathing than this. And this would block out one of my talents, so... if I wanted to go this way, I could, but if I go this way, maybe I, like, wanted extra item carry for some reason. That's kind of free there. And then this just seems pretty appropriate there. I've got points to still spend. I'm thinking, let's take all the good parts in Nest for sure. 50 stealth crit chance is great. I think that's allows me to get the one-shots I'm looking for. Empty Lung has some value. Move it 3 move points every 3. Basically, this allows you to keep Nest up for longer. I think Skull Shot and Rapid Ready are very clear 1-point wonders. I'm pretty tempted to just go max out Quiet Kill and hope I have enough damage. Also, Nest for 4 turns and a second charge is decent as well. It actually might be this. It might be I have this 1-pointer and Empty Lung. We say, hey, if I trigger Quiet Kill, it's almost on permanently, right? Functionally 3-turn duration. 3-turn cooldown, so... Let's see, I get a kill on turn 1. It will cool down on turn 4. And then for both turn 2 and turn 3, I have the buff. And then on turn 4, I've got to start over again. But, you know, basically, yeah, I have an opening kill that's required here, but then we're otherwise good. And I think for the +4, honestly, just camping out Nest seems worth it. If I can actually get enough value here. And then it'll be into Empty Lung to make sure I can get into firing position again afterwards. That'll be a little bit tougher, but that'll be kind of the goal here. This is maybe not the sickest talent build, but again, I'm skipping these, which are where all the damage normally comes from. And maybe there's enough damage with this. With a quality silencer. It's going to cut a lot of my damage off, by the way. But hey, my noise is only 17. I'm still shooting at 35 meters. I still crit pretty hard. This does add stealth crit damage. I might switch a body mod to get better stuff here. In fact, I might even craft one. Get some accuracy on this scope. Hold this for now, but yeah, probably want some switches. Probably give you the revolver. Give you the barrel. Can't put that on. Can put that on. Honestly, the railgun might be better, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure. I'll do some more considerations off recording, but something like this is going to be the team, and I've got to figure out how Hayes is going to spend her 3 points. I forgot about that one as well. And really, like, I'm not hiring anyone else for a long time. I might just, like, fully re-spec her right away. Because she's not doing anything else. She's not hiring anybody for a really long time. I want to leave Handpicked Learned, because at some point, we're going to... Actually, you know what? There's only so many story missions left. And at some point, you are bound to offer me Sibling Breakout. And so if I leave it trained for now, when Sibling Breakout gets offered, your brother or sister is going to be +5 level. So I'm going to leave it trained for now. So my +3 is going to just go into here, I think. I think that's good enough for me. I'm okay with this. Yes, I would love... Well, at 15, I can grab +2 charges, or +1 charge, and then slowly but surely I can get through here. And it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I am reasonably happy with this. I think over time I could have maybe put slight more investment into handpicked over time, but I didn't have really any spare tokens almost ever for this, so yeah. Anyway, I guess I will put someone else into the trainer. I'll put the soldier in. I think it makes sense. And I'm actually really tempted to retrain my Cyber Sword to have more soldier points for move speed. I'm going to have you drop this stuff. I think you can hold that and it's okay. Highest gear, right? You're going to have to give him the consumables. Here you go. That's for you, and the smoke is for you. So here's this squad. This seems fine. They're all in melee except for you. I don't need to have a revolver. The reason I have it is it works with Deathwatch, and a regular pistol would not. This isn't terribly loud, but I'm not guaranteed all the damage that I want. Let's take some of the mods off here. Don't want to sell it, that would be bad. But that does mean you can put on some better stuff here. And I don't need crit damage as much here, because I already have a lot of crit damage. I stealth crit for triple already. So I think this is enough. Is it going to do enough damage? If I stealth crit for triple, I'm doing 755. That is not a lot. I'm going to take the railgun instead. That just seems more. That just seems better overall. Even though I just spent all this time putting all the mods on and whatnot. It is what it is. I'll give you all the crit damage and stuff, but yeah, you're going to use a railgun. And that means I'm going to use a pistol as my secondary. I think it'll be okay. You can't use that for Overwatch, but it'll be fine. Yeah, this will be the team for next mission, I think. Won't have the most nest value, but honestly, he's still got some decent crit damage. He crits for like 2.4. If it's from stealth, that seems decent enough. I'm going to probably send you into the SimStream trainer. Actually, we have a better silencer here. Let me actually pop these off for the pistol. Actually, just use the SMG instead, right? Like, why don't you just use that instead of the pistol? I'm being silly. It's just better, I'm pretty sure. Put these back on. Yeah, it's just better than the pistol, right? Like, why bother? Okay, this is going to be the team. We will put people in for surgery and training when available. Let's see, so... Just doing some last checks before we move forward, because I want to, before I go for like surgery or anything, I want to make sure we're in a good spot. We're going to run kill the captains, it'll be good. I've got 9 days for next mission, and this does not, it does require a hacker. That's fine though, he'll easily be back in time. So that'll be okay. We'll get this suppressor blueprint, which will be decent for my Urban Assault. I'll have you back, I'll have you back. That's all good. Gonna hold on this mission for a little bit, I think. I can push this back if I needed to. We're pretty far from having to do a lot of required combat, and until I find a better sniper rifle, I'm never going to bring both my soldier and sniper in the same mission. So I think I can put my soldier down for surgery. And it costs more. Oops, sorry. It costs more by 200k. The 10 days doesn't matter that much. It gives me 2 accuracy and 1 crit chance. Honestly, money's still tight. I'm going to go for the little version. It's a little bit cheaper with Dr. Ash, but still, I think we go this way. At some point, I've got to give you better claws. You don't have them yet, though. But yeah, I wanted downtime so I could do surgeries. I'm doing them now. I will keep upgrading my barracks as much as I can. When I have the extra war machine, that'll help as well. But yeah, I have no open bench slots. So I prep my mercs to deploy. This is the team. Does not require hacking. In fact, I'm not bringing a hacker, so there's no way I buy hacking leverage here. I will buy the camera leverage. I like it a lot. I think it's great. Okay, we will use that next mission and kill 3 captains. Final thing I'm going to do here as I keep dancing back and forth is I think I want to retrain Roots. For your class training, if I unlearn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and I go into Soldier, and I learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is worth it for me. Okay. I'm going to re-spec you. Still want this stuff. Multi-class. Soldier. Train. A lot of crit damage now. In the Cybersword tree, we at least take this much. We take this. I've still got 5 points. I do want more Aegis, but I want to also make sure I grab this stuff in Soldier. 15 crit vuln for 1 point is pretty good on marker sites. I think I'll grab that. And then I don't have to go for plus charge. Don't have to go for AoE. I don't have to go for 10 and 10 here. Right, 10 and 10 for 2 points is slightly worse than, you know, 1 for 15. But it's fighting against, do I want more Aegis power? I don't really feel like I need that, and I don't think I really need 1 more meter on Slash Slide. So I am going to go ahead and invest this way. Level 13 is a +1 talent. That's fine. I can go into... I can go back towards this or something like that. I'm not really sure. But I think... I think +1 charge is worth. I just really like marker sites, to be honest. And I think that will be my team. I get a nice amount of crit chance and crit damage. At some point when I have time, I am going to put you in for the lung slot here to mitigate move speed penalty, and then put you in for the MJAC 2000 here with the move speed penalty mitigated to get a lot of bonus damage and a lot of strength for kinetic is pure. And that'll be a really good damage spike for you. But I've had to spend a lot of time on surgery and whatnot. I think if I was to do it over again with the same challenge run rules, I would have never dug out these 2 rooms. I would have suffered through having worse mods. Well, I would have maybe just only, you know, not dug out counter intel or something like that. And I would have, or like maybe even one of them is a triage clinic. And I would have gotten surgeries earlier as much as I could. Anyway, that's going to finally do it for this episode. It was, I think, under an hour or close to an hour for the mission itself, and then 45 minutes of estate planning, essentially. But yeah, I think we're ready to go for the next mission on next episode, which will be the Storo Strike. Kill the captains, decent pay, solid influence from you. And yeah, that'll be it. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.